Hey everybody, my name is Justin Trammell, a personal trainer at Prodigy Gym and Fitness. Today we're going to be going over the bench press. So this is a fundamental exercise, usually the first exercise anybody jumps on when they get to the gym, especially us guys. But it's also a very technical exercise. You could really jack up your shoulders if you don't do this exercise properly, especially when you start loading weight up. So today we're going to show you how to do it, and we're going to actually take it a step beyond the old cue that hopefully most everyone has heard, that bench presses, which is down and back with the shoulder blades. We're going to go beyond that today. So when he sets up, before he lifts that barbell up, what we want him to do is to take his shoulder blades, his scaps, which are sitting on his back, and we want to retract and depress those shoulder blades. It's the most important first step to doing this. But we also need to take into account what's happening at our arms, at our humerus, okay? So we want to create spiral tension within the shoulder, which is going to involve our rotator cuff. So the way that we're going to do that is by 3 motions in the arms. And you can think of it as screwing your arms into your shoulders. The 3 motions that we're going to do is, number 1, adduction. So when we're talking about adduction, we're bringing our arms into our sides. Abduction is bringing our arms out. So adduction. Number 2, external rotation. So this is internal rotation, we're externally rotating. And number 3, extension at the shoulder, which is bringing my arm back. So this is flexion, this is extension. So those 3 things, external rotation, adduction, and extension, happening at his shoulders. Along with that down and back cue with his shoulder blades, it's going to stabilize that shoulder joint. It's going to take that rotator cuff and actually squeeze the head of that humerus into that glenohumeral joint. So let's go ahead and sit back. We'll get ready to lift off. Right off the bat, Justice is going to go ahead and put his hands on the bar, and he's going to squeeze those shoulders down and back. And he's going to cue his lats a little bit by just doing those 3 things we talked about. Just external rotation, adduction, and extension at his shoulders. And it's almost like he's pulling those arms into socket. And now he can go ahead and lift off. Now he's not just going to let that bar come down. He's going to actually pull that bar down into his chest, cueing his lats and giving him a ton of stability as he brings that bar down. And big exhale and drive up. Slowly pulls the bar down. We can see that his forearms are perpendicular to the floor at all times, which is exactly what we want. If we're any wider, if we're too wide, we're too narrow, we're going to end up with a weak ankle, and we're not going to have neutrality at our wrist. And that's going to be a recipe for disaster, especially as we start loading that barbell up. So he maintains neutrality, and you go ahead and drive that barbell up, big exhale, and you go ahead and rack that barbell. And that is the bench press. All right, cool. Sweet. Hit the button. All right.